Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Charlotte Ashburn. Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything educational and inspirational. Guys, I must apologize for coming on after 7, but today is the day that I tutor students privately. So please forgive me. I was really engaged today, but I had to come and give you, even if it is half an hour. All right. So I am so sorry that I am late. All right, so guys, let's see what we can get in tonight. Please share the live. Let everybody know that we are live. If you're in the WhatsApp group, just let everybody know that we are on so they can join us. Just send the link, guys. Just send the link, the YouTube link that we're on, and they must join us now. Everybody, please share the live. Go ahead and share the live, everybody. And we're going to just get moving in a minute. All right. So guys, as usual, I will be streaming from the Learning Hub Academy website. Guys, remember, one of the things that we're doing over at Learning Hub is to open our website so you can sign up for free and then you can use the courses. And we have courses for kindergarten, primary school, high school students in the entire Caribbean. And you can use the courses. And if you see where the courses are helping you, then you subscribe and pay. All right. So we're so confident in our products. We're doing this for 21 years that this is what we do. We let you try it and then we let you buy it if you like it. All right. So that is awesome. Yes, guys, let's try and see if we can get to 120 today. Yesterday, we went up to 100 students on our live. And guys, I'm always an advocate saying that, education can be sexy. Education, we can use social media for genuine education. I believe that, guys, and that is what I'm trying to do. So let's see if we can get up to 120 today. So guys, please share the live. I mean, in our WhatsApp group, we have almost 300 persons. So just send a note and let everybody know that we are live. All right, I'm doing that now, guys. All right, so just share with your friends, guys, and we're gonna go for, let's say, half an hour, all right? Tomorrow is a school day. All right, okay, so let's share our book. We're gonna use the same book we were using yesterday. I'm gonna jump over to page 77. And guys, remember, you can get access to this workbook on our Learning Hub Academy channel. All right, so it's for 146 pages and it's free. It's on the free PEP Rescue class. So guys, you can sign up and you can gain access. Something I need to warn you guys, if you sign up and you do not subscribe to a program, after a couple of days, you are going to lose access to the website. All right. All right. So I want to jump over into mock exam 3. Guys, these mock exams are structured just like the real exam. So let's jump into that. All right, so, okay, we're up to 70, that's awesome. All right, guys, lettuce is the vegetable as tomato is to. Lettuce is the vegetable as tomato is to. All right, I want to see you guys just post in the chat. Lettuce is the vegetable as tomato is to what? All right, guys, remember what I said about analogies? When you think about an analogy, guys, you are going to look at the first part of the analogy and then you're going to see the association. And then you're going to apply that association to the second part. Guys, you are going to get at least 2 analogy questions next week in the exam. So let's get it right. So guys, by now, every single grade 6er in Jamaica should know how to do analogy. Look at the first part and you're going to see the association. Then you apply that association to the second part of the question. All right. Okay, so the question says, lettuce is to vegetable as tomato is to what? So lettuce is a vegetable, right? It's category, it's a vegetable. And tomato now, what is tomato? What category does it fall under? Yeah, tomato is a fruit. So of course it has seeds, it's a fruit, all right? Somebody's asking me to put them up. Boy, you guys start asking to put you up fast as the class start. Hold on. Put me up. Okay, see, I put you up there. Okay. All right, second question, guys. Let's look at the second question. All right, weight is to gram. All right, weight is to gram as length is to what? So gram measures weight and what measures length, guys? Is it liter? Is it ruler? Is it meter? Is it wide? What's the answer? So you have two measurements there. You have liter and meter. Which one? Let's see what you guys are putting up. So guys, if you want to measure length, what unit of measurement are you going to use, guys? Is it going to be liter? Or is it going to be meter? So guys, if you're running from, let's say you're running the straight off the stadium like Shelly or Usain, are we going to use the liter to measure it, or are we going to use the meter? Yes, guys, we're going to use meter. That's why it is 100 meters, all right? So yeah, so we use meter, that's our unit, to measure length. All right, guys, we're at 107. We just need 13 persons more to reach our goal. Good job, guys. Thank you. All right, let's look at another one. All right, guys, look at this one. All right, so guys, this is something I wanted to get into the habit of doing. If you see a word that you do not know, I want you to look it up. So I want everybody to take a minute and you're going to look up anemometer. Okay, I want you guys to look that up right now. All right, so the speedometer is going to measure the speed of moving objects. Let's look up on what the anemometer is going to measure. All right, guys, go ahead and look that up for me. All right, so using our speedometer in our cars, it's measure the speed of moving objects. What do we use the anemometer to measure? All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Let me put up some persons. Somebody says, I know it. Guys, exam is next week, you can't say, I know it, right? You have to tell me what you know. What do you know? All right, somebody's saying speed of the wind, and that is correct, Mundo. That is correct. Correct, guys. Speed of wind. Let me put up some of your Princess is saying speed of wind. Melissa is saying speed of wind. Leah is saying speed of wind. Guys, you're so awesome. Nicole's is saying speed of wind. Candy Cane is just saying see, Wally Pussy. Put me up is not an answer. All right, so that is Andre McFarlane. Can you put me up, please? Guys, I'm not putting up anybody who don't put an answer, all right? So if you put an, guys, on the love put up, so. Guys, you have to have an answer there, right? For me to put you up. Okay, no answer, no put up, all right? So stop asking me to put you up, guys. I'm still putting up, I don't know why I'm doing that. All right, so guys, okay. So the answer there, let's look at the answer. The answer there is going to be speed of wind. All right, guys, next one. Select the word that does not belong to the group. Palm, oak, rose, maple. All right, guys, let's see what the answer is for that one. Guys, you are going to get odd one out classification question, So how do we solve that? How do we solve that? Guys, how you solve a classification question? You look at the 4 options, right? And you know that 3 are going to have something in common and 1 won't. So my geniuses, all you're going to do, you are going to know that the one that doesn't have that thing in common, like it's, for example, in this question, because the question can be written in a number of different ways, right? But in this question, 3 are going to have something in common and 1 doesn't have that thing in common. That's the odd one out, okay? So let's examine all 3. All right, so we have we have palm, we have oak, we have rose, we have maple. All right, guys, palm, oak, and maple, those are all trees, and rose, that's a flower. So of course, guys, the answer is going to be C. People asking to put them up again, and them not writing no answer. Some person still talking about speed of wind. We're not talking about no wind. Speed. Guys, look at this. I'm telling you, teachers must have fun in these Jamaican classrooms. Speed of wind. I deserve a put up. All right, good job, guys. So in this case, I don't see any answers though, guys. I mean, you're still at wind. Oh, so somebody said, Miss, can you put me up C, Rose? All right, good job, guys. Guys, I don't see us at 120 yet, we went up to 100 and something. We want to go to 120 today. All right, so make sure you share the live, guys, share the link. All right, let's look at another question, guys. All right. Oops. All right, look at this one. All right, yesterday we spoke about this, the fill in the blank, right? And we say, you may get a fill in the blank question, and you're going to choose a word that is going to make sense. The sentence has to make sense, right? So if you fill in the blank, it has the word that you use to fill in the blank must make sense. All right, must make the question work. Question must be correct grammatically. It must make sense. All right. So I shared the apples dash the 4 ladies. All right. So you're going to look at the options that you have there. Oops, I wasn't sharing the screen. I shared the apples dash the 4 ladies. All right. What are the options that you're going to use? You have among, you have by, you have between, you have into. Let me see what you guys are saying. Blossom is saying I can't see the question. I'm sorry, Blossom, because I was on the screen chatting. All right, so you should be able to see the question now. All right. Okay, yeah, Nathaniel, we spoke about this already. It has to be among. I share the apples among the 4 ladies. Guys, remember, if it's 2, it's between. If it's more than 2, then it's going to be among. Among. I see somebody saying among. Like you guys just know the answer. Good job, guys. All right, so let's move right along, guys. We're at 101. We have over 300 persons in our WhatsApp group. Let them know that we're on, guys. Let me just send them a note. I want persons to benefit from the live. All right. All right. What time really fly when you're having fun? All right. All right, let's go. Let's jump into this question looks interesting. I want to jump into maybe about 5 quantitative. Let's look at this question number 9. Let's look at question number 9. All right, I'm putting that up on screen. It says the box below has words which are alike in some way. Which of the following could not be in the box? Guys, I like this question because this is another classification question, but notice how it is phrased, right? So the things that are in this box here, in the 4 boxes, they have something in common, right? And then it's asking now, which of these, let me see what the question says, which of these could not be in the box? could not be in the box. All right, guys. So you see what that question is asking? No, it's not asking which could be, you know, which could not be in the box. All right, the person who gets this right, honestly, guys, if you get this right, I'm going to ensure that your parents give you at least 100 Jamaican dollars, because this is a nice one, right? Don't think you're going to get anything this hard, you know. But it's a good question because it allows you to think critically. And what I love about this particular question too is that it's basically checking to see if you're paying attention in science class. So I have taken a science concept and created an ability test question. So let's see. All right, guys, do me a favor. Post why you think the answer is what you're putting up. So I see a lot of people putting, let me see what you guys put in. Michelle is saying that she can't see. I don't understand because question is right there on screen, big and bold. A lot of person putting A. Brian Campbell is putting A. Love Yourself is putting rusting iron, put me up. But I don't understand that answer, Brian. Love Yourself, because the answer choices are grinding of wheat grains into flour, baking of roti, melting butter, burning of wood. So, guys, what's the answer? What's the answer, guys? Because rusting iron is not one of them. Money, tontune, a grinding of wheat grains into flour. Guys, look at the question again. Look at what the question is asking you. Let me go back and show you the question. The question says the box below has words which are alike in some way. Which of the following could not be in the box? So we're looking for the option now that could not be in the box. All right. So all of these, they have something in common. That's what the question is saying. And then it means that all of these would have something in common with these, but one of them don't. All right. And that's going to be the odd one out. All right. So guys, come now, guys, talk to me. First thing I want you guys to do, when you're in the exam, if you ever get a question like this, that everything in the box has something in common, what is it that they all have in common? That's the first thing you're going to look for. What is it that they all have in common? Burning paper, frying eggs, cooking food, rusting iron. They all have something in common. Type in the chat what they have in common. All right, somebody said pick me. Tashelle Pratt, what is it that they all have in common? You said pick you, so I pick you. Right, what they have in common. All right, so let me tell you what they have in common, guys. I don't see you guys putting it up, what they have in common. Everybody just asked me to put them up. Nicole said they use fire. No, man, none of that. All right, let me tell you what they have, guys. You guys did reversible change in an irreversible change in science. Remember that, guys? Right? So, guys, remember, reversible means that you can't get back, the thing can't come back to its original self or its original state, okay? And sorry, reversible means it can come back. Irreversible means they can't come back, right? So think about it this way, guys. So I'm doing a little science teaching here. All right, so I deliberately wrote this question so you would think about your science class. All right, so reversible means it can come back to the original state. Irreversible means it cannot come back. Let me chat to you a little bit. So guys, think about this. Imagine if you had some ice in your freezer, right? And you put it on the counter and it becomes water, right? Now you can always take that water and put it back into the freezer and it becomes ice. So that's a reversible change, right? Take out the ice, put it on your counter, it becomes water. You take back that water, put it in your freezer, it becomes ice. You have some butter, you melt the butter and it becomes liquid. But if you put that butter back in your fridge, it becomes solid again. So that's reversible. Now, guys, there are some things that you do that are just irreversible. You can't bring them back. So if you look at the objects in the box, those are reversible. Burning paper, fried eggs, roasted iron, cooking food, right? So guys, what you're looking for now in this classification question, you are going to look for something that is, it's asked which could not. So you're going to look for a reversible. So let's see. All right, so we realize that these are irreversible. Burning of wood is irreversible. Baking of roti is irreversible. Grinding wheat grains into flour, you can't get by the wheat grains. So the only one that is reversible right here, so guys, is melting butter. So that has to be the answer. All right, good job, guys. You are my little geniuses, geniuses. All right, guys, you are going to get a necessary component question. We know that for sure, for sure. Let's look at this one. And persons always ask me, Dr. Ashman, oh, you know what is coming on the exam? Guys, all we do is just look at the paper, look at the trend. That's all. So I'm just saying, hey, probability is that you are going to get a necessary component question. All right, so guys, let's look at this one. All right, and I want to jump into a quantitative now. All right, it says underline the option that is a necessary component of the word in bold. Farm. Ah, I like this one. All right, so farm, necessary component, guys. All right, guys, come. What's a necessary component of a farm? All right, so I have 117. Okay, guys, we're going to 120. We set our goal at 120. So, guys, we have 117. I want to see 117 responses. What's the necessary component of a farm? Let's go. Necessary component of a farm, guys. All right, what's the necessary component of a farm? All right, I'm putting up some persons. Boy, I see some spelling here, but since it's not a spelling class, I'm not going to kill you guys. All right, I see crops, I see farmer, I see A. All right, Amelia is saying a farmer, crops. All right, so guys, I'm putting you up. All right, guys, let me see. So we have farmhouse, we have crops, we have animals, we have farmer. All right, guys, I wanted to think about something, guys. I wanted to think about something because I see the answers going up. Guys, I want you to tell me this. All right, I want you to tell me this, guys. Yes, I see Nicole Smith says you need a farmer to plant the crops. Guys, something that I'm not seeing coming out. Suppose it's a farm for animals or flowers. Okay, guys, we're at 122. We did say 120. Thank you, guys. Fish farm, animal farm, farm that you plant food, flowers farm. So guys, think about a farm, right? What it is that you must have in order to have a farm. Is it that you must have crops in order to have a farm? Is it that you must have animals in order to have a farm? Is it that you must have a farmhouse in order to have a farm? Or is it that you must have a farmer in order to have a farm? So guys, I'm going to go with A, farmer, in order for you to have a farm. All right, guys, we're looking at another question. All right, let's look at this one, guys. Let's look at a sequence, and then we're going to jump over into some quantitative. It says, choose the correct order for the event. Dig a hole in the soil, cover the seed with soil, let the seed grow in the sun, place a seed in the hole, sprinkle water on the soil. All right, guys, tell me, what's the correct sequence for this? Choose the correct order for the events. Dig a hole in the soil, cover the seed with soil, let the seed grow in the sun, place a seed in the hole, sprinkle water on the soil. All right, so somebody's saying 14235. Sharon is saying 14235. All right, guys, talk to me. Why are you saying 14235? Let's look at what 14235 says. All right, one. So guys, first of all, when you get your question like this, sequencing, you're checking to see what is happening in the scenario, all right? So dig a hole in the soil, cover the seed with soil, let the seed grow in the sun, place a seed in the hole, sprinkle water on the soil. So obviously you're planting a seed and it is growing. So what's the first thing that we do when we plant a seed? All right, so So I would say that we dig a hole in the soil. So number one is first. Now, do we cover the seed with soil second, or do we place the seed in the hole? Yeah, we're going to place the seed in the hole. That's number 4. So we're looking at 1-4. And then if we place the seed in the hole, then we're going to cover the seed with soil. So number 2 is going to come next. So 1-4-2. So we dig a hole in the soil, we place the seed in the hole, then we cover the seed with soil, and then we sprinkle water on the soil. So that is 5. So when you cover it, you sprinkle water. And then, of course, you're going to just let the seed grow and blossom in the sun. All right? Good job, guys. Let me see how many of you. I did so smart. Good job. All right, let's look at another one. Guys, I want to jump over into a quantitative question. Let's see if we can do that. All right. Oh, they love to give us number lines. All right, which fraction could be at position X? Says examine the number line below, use it to answer question 24. Which fraction could be at position X? All right, I see something with this question, guys. Let me see if you spot it too. Position X, so you have 0, then you have 110, and I see 410, then I see 1. All right, which fraction could be at position X, guys? All right, somebody say 810. All right. Okay, guys, let's talk about this fraction a little bit. You have 0, then you have 110. First of all, guys, look to see what the number line is divided, how many parts the number line is divided into, and it's 10. So guys, even though we're missing a line here, you can see that right here as an extra space, right? And the same thing applies right here as well. So even though we didn't number it and we didn't put the line, all right? So notice you have 110 here. So naturally, guys, this is 210 right here, right? And see 310 right here. And then this right here is going to be 410. Right here is going to be 510. Right here is going to be 610. Right here is going to be 710. Right here is going to be 810. This is going to be 910, and this is going to be 1010. Remember, 1010 is the same thing as 1. So don't let the 1 confuse you, guys. 10 over 10 is the same thing as 1. So right here is 810. All right, this is 810. All right, a lot of you said 810. Let me put you up. How come somebody not saying put me up again? Wow, it's a lot of you say 810. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, teachers. You are working. Nikki C, why did you choose F? There's no F there. Somebody's saying yes. Sharon Richards is saying D. Natana is saying D. 8 out of 10, 810, yeah. All right. I noticed somebody said 310. I don't know who said that. Let me go back. All right, guys, so the answer is 810, guys. So do not, just pay attention. Number line is divided into 10, and this is 110. So of course, there's a big white space here. So you know that there is a line missing here for 210. Then this is 310, this is 410, another big white space. This is 510, this is 610, 710, 810, 910, 1010. And you know something too, guys? You know, if you saw where 510 is supposed to be, you saw a half. Just work it out, guys. Remember now, 510 would be a half, just like how you see 1 up here, so don't get thrown off. All right. So guys, this is 810. All right, let's look at another quantitative question quickly. Let me see if I can see this. All right. All right, let's look at this one, guys. Look at this one. Look at the series. See if we can figure out this pattern, guys. Of course, you're gonna get pattern on the ability test. Let's look at this. What do you think, guys? What number should come next? 2, 6, 18, 54. What's the answer for that one, guys? 2, 6, 18, 54. Let me take you off. 2, 6, 18, 54. What's the pattern there, guys? Put the answer and put your explanation. 2, 6, 18, 54. This is going to be our last question. We went all the way up to 8. I wanted to do half an hour today. All right, 2, 6, 18, 54, guys. What's the answer? Answer and explanation. 2, 6, 18, 54. All right, guys, let's see what you have missed. The answer would be C because you multiplied the previous term by 3. All right, so this is what Chrissy is saying. Okay, guys, do me a favor. Let your parents answer this question. Guys, they're sitting there eavesdropping. Let them come and answer this question. Come, parents, I want you to answer the question. 261854, you're the ones helping your students when we are not around. So, parents, I want the answer and the explanation. This is your question. 261854. What's the answer? And I want you to tell me how you get it. All right, let me see the parents. Parents, when you answer, just say, my mom isn't here. That's Nicole. Do we have a parent logging in? Somebody said, put me up, I'm begging you. All right, come on, parents. I want to see you post the answer. Is this a parent? Dandre Brooks? All right, so guys, yeah, you got this one. So you multiply 236, right? So multiply by 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Again, you get that. 18 times 3 is 54. So of course, you can multiply 54 by 3 to get the answer. See, put me up. Miss it is 162. 162, each number is multiplied by 3. I don't miss the answer is 162. Parent here. Yeah, I see you say parent here. So we don't put any answer. All right. Okay, put me up, please. Parents, I am a parent. But parents, I hear you say I am a parent here, but you're not putting any answer, parent. I don't understand you. All right, so that's it for this evening, guys. I had a long day. On a Sunday, I do private sessions, so Sundays you have to sit with me. But since I promised that I would come on, I came on. But you know, I'm really tired. Parents, it's so awesome that you're supporting your children. I'm happy that you're sitting down with them, you know, watching the live, participating in class. That's what we expect, because I mean, I will tell you this, parents. I write about it all the time. Parents, the buck stops with you. You know, so even if it doesn't, I will tell you, it doesn't matter the school your child is placed. You see, if you're a good parent and you stand behind your child, believe me, your child will do well. So we want you to stand behind your child from there in your stomach, right? You know, you follow them with the early childhood curriculum, follow them with the primary school curriculum, follow them through high school. I mean, my mother followed me through my PhD. She didn't even know what I was doing, but she was there for me. Remember me tell you, right? I tell this story all the time. People always ask me, why you love your mother so? Why you so close with your mother? My mother closed her bank account and gave me the money to sit CXC. Believe me, I'm telling you. And that is why I would give my mother the shirt off my back, right? Because of how much she valued education. And you know what I see her do for me, right? So parents, I want to just encourage you to just continue supporting your children. I mean, we expect that from you. Teachers are really frustrated because sometimes it's like, you know, you just send them to school, you don't send them with the tools, you know, you don't send them with the books, you don't send them with the crayons, you don't send them with the necessary things, you know, textbook, the workbooks, and so on. And, you know, sometimes teachers don't want to say it. Sometimes politicians don't want to say it. I have nothing to lose. I'm telling your parents, you are the ones that, you know, really are just integral. Teachers are necessary, but guys, the teachers are depending on you to provide the children with the resources. They're depending on you to help them with their homework. They're depending on you to buy the books. They're depending on you to help them. They're depending on you to provide an environment that is conducive for learning. You know, children can't learn in noise and cuss and all of that. So parents, I just want to congratulate you for always, all the time I have my Zoom sessions. In the 21 years that I'm doing this, I can always call on a parent to come and explain something, because you're always there, you're always sitting down, you're always listening. And sometimes you can't answer the question, but you try, right? So that's awesome. All right, guys, see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock, God's willing. Make sure that you get a good night's sleep and you go to school ready to learn. Don't give your parents any trouble. Don't give your teachers any trouble. Just go and, exam is coming up. Put in some extra hours for these next couple of days. All right, guys, make sure you sign up on the Learning Hub Academy website. We have a number of courses that can help you. We have ability test courses. Guys, remember, you're getting curriculum-based tests as well. We have curriculum-based test courses. Just sign up and, you can use the website. We have tons of ebooks. that you can use to help you. And guys, remember I told you a couple days ago that I digitized the entire curriculum for children with intellectual disabilities. I'm going to showcase that. We do have some work that we're doing in the special needs space. We're going to be doing some work for children with hearing challenges, children with sight challenges. So Learning Hub is in the special needs space. Our first foray is to digitize the curriculum for children with intellectual disabilities, and we're going to be doing some more work in that space. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.